We're good? Okay. How we doing, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is Monday the 4th of November 2024. And that makes day 15 of sobriety from alcohol for me, this time round. Now the title of this video is going to be titled something along the lines of 2 weeks sober from alcohol and an epiphany. And the epiphany that I've had is one that many of you may have had. And just to cut to the chase, to cut a long story short, almost 2 years long, this channel being the story I'm referring to cut that short, I have made multiple video series vlogging my experience getting sober from alcohol daily. And that's what this channel started with, was a 30-day vlog series, vlogging pretty much every day my experience quitting alcohol. And I've learned a lot since then, and I think you guys have too. And one thing I have learned is that there's only so many times you can talk about the same thing, right? Over and over again. There's only so many times, and there's only so many things you can say. There's only so many ways that you can explain a certain emotion or feeling or action without just completely and utterly repeating yourself, right? And that's not what I want to do. In fact, it's fucking me up here to try and explain things in a new way or in a different way. I want to continue creating new and exciting content for this channel, but really at the moment I'm in the trenches. I'm 15 days sober from alcohol, just trying to turn everything around, and I'm going through the same things that I've been through before, and I've talked about those things before. So the epiphany that I've had is I'm going to, obviously continue down this journey, continue staying sober from alcohol, but I'm not going to create daily vlogs. I'm not going to call them day 1, day 2, day 12, day 15, and that type of thing, because I've done it before. Feel free to go back into my video library. In fact, type in to Google or to YouTube, It's Okay to Talk, day 1. Or day 5, or day 15. So any day within those first 60 at least that you find yourself on, if you want to see what I was talking about, where I was at, what I was going through at that time, then by all means look that up. But I'm changing things. I only want to discuss my current sobriety journey and where that's at once I feel like I've got something new to say, or once I've got some results. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it's the boy who cried wolf. And there's many people, I don't really read the comments unless I have to. But if there hadn't been at least a few of you who called me the boy who cried wolf, then I'd be surprised, because that does seem to be the way that things have gone. But as long as you never give up, and as long as you continue to strive for a better life, then you'll make mistakes. But a mistake is a lesson. It's not a loss. It's a lesson. As long as you take some lessons from each of your mistakes, you will in the end get there. And that's where I'm heading at the moment. So the epiphany is no more daily vlogs as such, but what I've realized is that a lot of these sobriety-based channels were never about vlogging the process, right? They were always someone who'd had 2, 3, 5 years, 10 years of sobriety under their belt, and then they decided to start discussing alcoholism and their experience. After many years of sobriety under their belt, so they were convinced of it, and they could look back and tell war stories and be quite comfortable with that. Now, the way that I decided to do it is probably not the norm, which is to actually pick up the camera on that day 1, feeling broken, feeling vulnerable, and just wear my heart on my sleeve and discuss everything that was going on at the time. Now, that process has been a 2-year process for me, and here we are. Still not out of the woods, but continually striving for a better life. And So what I've realized is those channels, the successful ones, or at least the ones that I enjoy listening to, are pretty much all about just discussing previous experiences, discussing moments in their sobriety journey or moments during their, alcoholism or abuse of whatever drug or substance they were addicted to. It's more so just looking back and talking about certain experiences, certain times, certain mistakes that were made, just focusing on a topic related video, right? Rather than a daily vlog. And that's what I'm going to do. Moving forward, unless I reach a real, important milestone, 3 weeks sober, 4 weeks sober, 2 months sober, 3 months sober, whatever it may be, unless I reach that point and want to discuss, what's changed or my strategies around staying sober, how I've removed triggers, what new triggers may pop up. If I've got certain new information that comes to hand, something that I haven't discussed before, I'll bring it to the channel. But as far as sitting down, making videos like this, I like the thought of making topic videos. And I've got a couple in mind, but I don't want to start talking about things too early because, once again, it's like, do I deserve to be talking about this? Should I be talking about this? Do I have enough sobriety behind me to be talking about this? And at the end of the day, geez, I'm not going to wait around for a year or 2 years to get me to 2 years of sobriety before I feel comfortable enough to make these videos. But what I'm saying fundamentally is that the daily vlogs are done. I've been there, I've done that. Unless I'm going to be vlogging a new experience, something that I haven't done before, a new challenge, right? Because then I'll feel as if I've got enough to say. Whereas at the moment, I feel like I'm running out of things to say. And that's a bit of a worry. I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to create stale content. And I believe that if I was to continue with the vlog style videos that I am at the moment, that would happen. So fundamentally, 15 days sober, really proud, really grateful for that. My life and the way that I'm living is so much more healthy than it was just a short 2 weeks ago. Certainly not out of the woods yet, but the videos that I would like to create and bring to the channel moving forward would be topic-based videos. And I'm looking forward to it. And what that means is that I can sort of script it somewhat. I can have some bullet points, some notes, whereas all of these videos, pretty much every single video that I've created on this channel up to this point, I've just sat down and winged it. Off the cuff, whatever comes to mind, I talk about. Certain videos, I get to the end of it and I think, fuck, that was brilliant. It just went and went and went, and it just flew off the tongue, and I know that I don't even have to edit that video one bit. But then there are certain videos that I just end up repeating myself, or I just struggle to find the words, or doing this many off-the-cuff videos, you're gonna have a few times where you'll just find yourself just completely down a rabbit hole that you were never meant to go down, and you've got to stop and restart. And certain videos recently I have had to restart multiple times, and it's when it gets to that point that you're like, shit, all right, I need a bit of structure here. I want a bit of structure. I know my audience probably wants a bit of structure, and so that's what I'm going to try and do. So here we are, 15 days sober from alcohol, and with a new direction, a new strategy, new direction with the videos I create, certainly around the topic of alcohol. Now, there are other topics that I have discussed on this channel. The majority of them you can find in the description box below. And I assume I will probably take the same structure as far as, writing down a few notes and discussing a certain topic or a certain time in my life, with all of those topics, So if it's going to take a bit of thinking, it's going to take, waking up early on a Saturday morning, getting out a pad and pen, and not finishing until I've got a whole bunch of video ideas. Because at the moment, it's all sort of up here. I haven't really thought about it. I haven't really had time to think and plan, but now I do. I've got weekends off, which is a blessing, something I'm still coming to terms with. In fact, this past weekend I went through a bit of a depressive moment, depressive mood, both Saturday and Sunday. During the morning, I couldn't get myself out of bed. I procrastinated a lot, and that led me to feel as if I had let myself down and all of these negative feelings. But I'm like, mate, you didn't drink last night. In fact, you didn't drink for the last 2 weeks. Give yourself a break. And I did, and eventually I did drag myself out of bed, and I had a healthy meal, and I did get to the gym. And, as I've made mention of before, doesn't matter how I'm feeling when I get to the gym, when I leave, if I've put in 100%, I'm going to feel that much better. And it worked both days. Both Saturday and Sunday, I woke up feeling depressed, had to get myself out of that funk, somehow, some way. Did it, finally got to the gym, stuck to the process, and got into bed each of those nights feeling good, content. So, life isn't perfect, 15 days through, I'm still getting headaches, I'm still quite dehydrated overall. My digestive system still hasn't really, it's not, I don't know, I don't even know what normal is, to be honest. It's going to take a while. Thankfully, I got a full panel of bloods about 3 months ago now. So that sort of gave me the all clear to move forward and make this change, and remove alcohol, and sort of just continue moving forward and not looking back. You know what I mean? That's the last thing I want to do is look back. So there you have it. There you have it, guys. 2 weeks sober from alcohol and an epiphany. And I hope you guys are doing well. I want to commend you for striving and searching for a better life, because that's what I'm doing, and really there's only one reason why you would be on this channel or watching this video, and that's because you've either got a vested interest in my journey or you're on your own journey yourself towards not only sobriety but better mental health, better physical health, and all the rest of it. So thank you for watching, thank you for listening, thank you for the support, and I will see you in the next one.